recording it! Turned out to be a bad trip, but it hasn't always been like this.
I effed up. This is somewhere out in the Midwest area. I'm not even sure where I am. Here in the capital. And yes, this is it. This is the home of the Jackass in Chief. Some of the trains coming through here go to Detroit. So there's been some with auto racks, and I have avoided those, so I'm still hunkered down under this bridge. Except for one small issue involving a police cruiser. That's it. Alright. I have been told to leave the country. Some snitch saw me under that bridge. There have been numerous reports I have heard recently of a pernicious bull in Pocatello who does search for riders in the area. The Stobe Hobo is currently on a 1.5 month streak of police-free train riding. It is not going to be a stay in the pokey that's going to break it, hopefully. And then the bull is down there ready to arrest me. I am going to be meeting 2 fellow travelers in Portland. They're probably not going to be that excited to be on campus. These other 2 travelers and myself are collectively known as the Kolonels Freight Crew for apparent reason. Been out up until now. That is like a 20-piece. No, my name is John Stone.
Your last name Stone?
Stone is the last name. This is Wingman. The Kolonels Freight Crew is once again temporarily disbanded. Snake and Sydney. It was fun. Back to Jim by himself as usual.
see, what you really need to find when you're in the Pacific Northwest are some really good berries. And right here, what we have is a really excellent specimen of a berry. See how they just peel off so easily? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, just like that. We can even leave a couple so that the next riders that come through and stop on the siding might get a taste of the action.
Stobe Colonel sailboat. Yes, high seas. Time to turn.
Today at the Hobo Cantina, we're going to be trying 3 of my personal favorite liqueurs. One of which is from the fine country of the Alps in Italy. Another of which is also from the Alps, but from the fine country of France. The third, my personal favorite, is from the United States. First off, we'll try Galliano, l'Autentico from Italia.
Hazy and piquant, a hint of citrus in the aftertaste.
Next up, we'll be trying Contro.
Exquisite aperitif that brings to mind the paintings Matisse, Renoir, and Degas. That makes you want to put the other flat down.
Our last, my personal favorite, cherry pie.
I wish I had a cough, so this could ameliorate.
But it's good, right?
Okay. Not unprepared. We're fine now. That's what's so nice about this chart. You guys want to go to Tacoma? Oh shit, this isn't going to Tacoma.
To the horn, come on.
Where is this train going?
A lot of engines.
It'll go slow until the last cars clear that siding up there.
I'll go slow because he obviously liked us.
Anyone want to go
He thinks we're gonna fucking hop this train.
Does anybody want to go to Tacoma?
Did you hear that guy? He fucking knows we're gonna hop the train. That's what he thinks.
I want to hop it. I don't see any rides.
It's still filmed.
Do you want to go to Tacoma?
No.
I do. I always want to hop trains. That's all I want to do with my whole fucking dumbass life.
They're all dumbass lives. Everyone's life. We got the nice wind blowing our face. I kind of want to watch the Madonna.
Reflections on Water, performed by Stobe Hobo. Yeah, WC Reflections on Water.
Whoops. This. Fuck. Okay. I keep putting it in weird. When traveling via rail, one problem a hobo may encounter is malnutrition. An easy way to ameliorate
a deficiency in iron goes as such.
A late night Seattle train. The Kolonels Freight Crew is about to ride again. The Kolonels Freight Crew rides again. Kolonels Freight Crew, darkest hours of the night. August 17th, just barely. Seattle Argo Yard, tops are topped. That's Boeing Field. This is Tacoma. You can't see that much because it's the darkest hours of the night. But we're hauling ass. There we go. Now it's on. KFC, motherfucker! The KFC is riding triumphantly through Tacoma right now, while the languid residents haven't found anything else better to do than watch TV and text on their cell phone. One of the nice advantages of Union Pacific is that it always comes through real slow. So if you need to get a ride to Tacoma, get a ride on this train. It leaves at 2300 every single day. Speed starts to pick up. Not as fast as that dork in the pickup truck, but Tacoma, whatever.
Let me help you out. We got freight trains, we got berries. This variety here happens to be a Himalayan blackberry. It's an excellent quality. These I'd rank probably an A- on the scale. These are about as ripe and juicy and perfect as you're gonna find. Another thing in this area here, we're in the convention center in Portland. You also have what looks to me like a plum tree. So you can see that this time of year, not only are you going to find berries, you're also going to be able to find some really juicy looking plums. Okay, so underneath this bridge up ahead is where the catch-out spot is. Catch-out spot, Hayden Island, 2011. So what I'm going to do now is take a look out here at this beautiful water. Might even go for a swim. I may pick some berries. Or I may just decide to kick back with a beer. And as soon as the trains start rolling, we'll be moving on to our next destination. Entrance to the Hinkle Yard.
That's the track that goes to Spokane right over there. Not as hot as it looks. It's about 70 degrees. Pulling in for a quick change. Successful trip out of Hinkle Yard. It's about noon on August 18th. Climbing into the Blue Mountains. It's starting to be hot as F out here. There's Snake doing his thing. Enjoying some finally having to leave that stupid ass ship. We ascend into the hillside. The midday hours of the summer. Arrival in La Grande.
Well, we made it to La Grande, Oregon. Here we are, the catch-out spot. We'll be going eastbound in about maybe 2 or 3 hours. First, it's time to get a little river action in. Just coming in on this train here. And looks like there might be another one coming in. So we're gonna get some Colonel secret recipe and get our feet wet and maybe grab a couple beers and head on back out. This is what it's truly about. The KFC rides again. What you have to do is go ahead and walk around the back side first. It happens to be somewhat of a delicacy to some. Others would say it gets a little hot in this heat. A little too hot, maybe mushy, maybe even spoiled.
I don't see anything in there. Sure if
Looks like some good looking chicken right there. The great thing about eating at KFC is the buffet costs just a little under $9, and the 8-piece bucket costs a little over $18. So 2 hungry souls can eat a reasonable amount of food. Plus, do a little carry out. These are always nice to contribute to the butt itches.
The Grand Yard, hunkered down, waiting to catch out. Just about to get dark.
Cracking a cold beer, waiting for our train.
cold beer has been cracked.
So, pretty soon we'll be catching those right there, unless something else comes smoking through. Until then, cheers. Here's our little friends, 2 horses. There's the crew van going for the westbound train that's screwing us right now. And our train's leaving. See how this works out.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Very rare treat. Open automatic. Taking off.
And there goes the La Grande station. As we enjoy our comfortable triple-decker bus on the way to Pocatello.
Snake River Plain.
the notorious Pocatello Yard, where the famous cowboy has arrested many a train rider. The jails are packed full. We're not going to be added to that quota. Let him stay for the next round, huh?
So far, so good. About a half mile from the stop. So far, so good. Not out of the woods yet.
Well, we just made it off our ride, which is right there. Train pulled up into the depot. On the road. Walking away. Got some dogs. Everything looks pretty good. So one of the excellent parts of riding trains is when you get your jumpsuit disguise in order. Jim is now demonstrating how to look from a train rider to a regular everyday traveler. Pretty much as easy as just pulling off your suit, kind of getting a whole new look. It's like a makeover. Every time you go to, you get a new makeover.
New outfits. Never even know what we were doing. Pocatello Yard, 19 August 2011. Not much different since the Stobe Attack blitzkrieg through here 3 years ago. It's definitely elusive to me which vehicle the bull drives. Vehicles, I haven't seen anyone A, in a police uniform, or B, in plain clothes but still with a gun. I wouldn't really mind just waiting around for a while, just waiting for him to show up. Resort to a little technique known as flushing or baiting the bull. I saw a couple trespasser-looking guys in the area. I wasn't sure. They might have been like going to get on a train. And nothing happened. I didn't see anybody come out of that office. So. I don't know what the deal is. I've heard about him. I don't know where he is. So I'm disappointed. I wanted to see him. Still not full. People mention this. I don't even know if the guy is even here. This train could jump on right in the front of the effing depot. No one would care. Probably. I wouldn't chance it. East edge of the year. Top of flat. John! Answer the stupidest fucking song I've ever heard in my life. God! They call this the dance club. Fucking retarded. Darkest hours of the night. leaving the Pocatello yard. This is the 8th successful time either coming or leaving this place. Somehow I managed to escape the bull. I'm starting to think the guy's almost mythical. I mean, it's not that fucking secure looking in here, if you ask me.
So here we are, leaving Pocatello. It's been a good time in the town. Seeing my brother Taylor, sister Cassie. Coming up on the, this is the fueling station. Yeah. Rumor has it, there's some railroad bulls. They're on the lookout, so we're kind of trying to keep a low profile here. I guess you could say I'm kind of not keeping a low profile. It's probably because I had a couple too many, but there's the bull shop. It's a fucking bull right there, yeah. Dickwad. Yeah, fuck him anyways. Well, you know, shit's cool. You know, whatever, man. We're headed out to Green River. Don't give a fuck. Hi, this is Wingman. I'll be riding with you today out to Green River. Right now, we're stopped here in Granger, Wyoming. This is a main split for the overland route. Trains will go from here west towards Salt Lake City or northwest towards Pocatello. Or in our case, we are going east. There supposedly is a new yard built up ahead, but I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not sure. We're now heading into Green River. Next stop's going to be the dollar store and the river. Washing up a little clothes, catching up on some good times, maybe even representing a few trains.
Two and a half years ago, there was a tent and some other gear under this thing, so times do change mildly in the Green River train overpass. However, not a lot is actually different. Still no security or anything to worry about. The clams, we'll find out. All cleaned up, being in the creek.
This is the Green River. The bridge there is the train trestle. That's where you can get off and on. Trains going slow enough and stopping.
3-year-old tag at the Green River Company Hotel. That's a nice feeling to come in and see that something I've done this last 3 years. Here. The pirate. That guy's retarded. Mama's Pizza Kitchen. Green Rivers.
Big Mama's putting out today.
Big Mama is very generous with her spoils. That's from the Stobe Attack trip 3 effing years ago. Green River underpass. Fairly proud of myself. Let's just see what we've got. Yeah. Looking nice.
Yeah. And this just happens to be an example of something that doesn't get done very often at all. Standing right here, the one ride on the train is a 48 bucket with a 40 below and a 53 on top. What you would consider the most ideal ride. And Stobe and I are probably going to pass it up.
First overnight stay in a place is at the Green River overpass over the pernicious clams. Very eloquent works of the numerous travelers who have stayed in this empty waterworks building. Surprisingly unsquatted up.
What's going on?
Piecing out of Green River. Now what's that train? Another snack. Otra train.
I've got some accompaniment here. My friends, hello friends, mi amigos, and a train going through.
Nice. I beseech you. Is it so bad to just pass out?
No, not at all. Where'd that shopping cart go? That was fun. Well, this was supposed to be the train that got me back home, but it turns out that it's a coal, which probably has a DPU.
It's a new development that they're sending that many empties north on the front end. So.
My main issue with the situation is that I'm not really in a big rush to leave. I know that I'll get out of here in just about the same amount of time. One train or the next ain't gonna matter that much, but I'd rather not ride a DPU in summer. So if there's no other options.
The weather is just too pleasant. Why must I be indoors?
There's that stupid train right there. See it? But, you know, the people here in Fort Collins, they're not bad folk. Shoot, they're pretty cool, most of them. Here we are in almost sunny Fort Collins. Stobe, and Wingman. And we're both very happy. And why is that, Stobe?
Because we escaped being put in the pen this evening.
Yes, we sweet-talked our way out of a couple of tickets. Me, an open container ticket, and Stobe a, what was it? Camping ticket.
Camping. Don't fall asleep by the Safeway in Fort Collins.
Yeah, that last spot you saw.
Whether you're drunk or not, it doesn't matter whether you're tired or wasted.
Right. Apparently you're not supposed to sleep and drink beer near the Safeway in downtown Fort Collins. We knew that. We were honest. And the way things worked out was the cops were actually really nice guys.
The cops are nice guys up here.
Yeah.
They're not trying to fuck people over. There are 2 southbounds. Pass 2 up, you might have to wait a while. It was fun. Back to Jim by himself as usual.
I'm here in sunny Cheyenne, Wyoming, in the UP yard. Got a bag of food there, a guitar I just found with an evidence sticker on it, so who knows the story behind that. Coming up, this is the fueling pad. This engine here is being fueled. Probably going something like 70 miles an hour right now, maybe 65. Green River Rail Yard, and end our journey from Cheyenne, 300-mile trip, and next we'll be to Ogden. After a brief crew change, no more than a couple of minutes, we depart. Named so after the antifreeze plant further upriver that gives the luster green color that you see in the river today. And here we are at Ogden. And we have arrived in Elko. It's about 3 in the morning. Elko is a fueling station for eastbound trains, but not for westbound. And as we are headed towards Reno, we are going to depart after a short crew change. Beautiful Nevada. Up ahead is the famous Battle Mountain, where Indians were slaughtered at the hands of General McCaffrey. And here's the Truckee River flowing away from Reno. A little further upstream, we'll be stopping in Sparks. Directly up ahead is Jonasquaga's Nugget, and it is there that our crew will change. The next crew to get on this train and drive it over the Sierra Nevada and into Roseville will be 2 lucky slot winners at Jonasquaga's. And it is here that we'll say goodbye to our 16-hour train from Cheyenne to Reno. Probably the fastest train I've ever heard of or been on. Next stop will be the Truckee River to clean up. maybe play a couple of games of blackjack. And here we are going through the Donner Pass region of the Truckee River there. There's Donner Lake. The tunnels are just up ahead. They had to do a whole bunch of work to allow these double stacks to go through the tunnels. But now, the stacks get to go over Donner Pass, and it's said to cut 2 hours off the total time that the Feather River route used to take. This is the first of a series of tunnels. We'll be going along that ridge line. Here is the notorious Donner Tunnel. As we approach the end of our 50-mile, 5-hour-long journey through the tunnel, I want you to appreciate what we've been through. Looks like a war zone. Coming down the mountain. Well, we made it to Roseville, and here is the Roseville Davis Yard, and there's the famous Roseville Market. It's right here that the departure yard is. Well, here we are, final leg of the journey. If you wanted to keep going west, continue on the path of the overland, you'd end up at Oakland. If you want to go north from here, you want to catch these trains coming out of this yard. I am sitting here in this humble little spot, which is located not too far from the famous catch-up tree. The objective here is to run across these tracks, check out the trains. There are 8 tracks total there on the departure yard. Check them out, looking for empty lumber racks and empty boxcars, and those are the ones going north. Lake Shasta, baby, yeah!
You got this truck. You can't get off right here. That truck is there, and you got this fence. My name is Stobe the Hobo. I'd like to thank BNSF Railway for first-class treatment. Like most other career deadbeats who just travel around, I'm getting picked up here by my mom.
And I just love this deadbeat son. Having a hobo in the family is the best thing ever.
Stobe the Hobo, long story short, I'm getting a ride a little further up than Cheyenne and following this train, I'm hoping it's going to stop. Stobie Mike Kenobi is giving me a ride. Dad likes driving around anyway, so I don't feel too guilty about getting a little bit further north. It's wide open spaces, albeit not on a train right now. It's kind of a remote location, kind of. What's going on? Do not ask me how the fuck I'm leaving here $350 up. Reno, 2011, and free beer too. If you count that, it's more. That's what the doctor wrote. what a satisfying sleep in my private coach. Basically a fairly uneventful evening. Almost formidable is that. Yes, the wine definitely ran out during the night. I don't have another bottle. I guess I'm just stuck with the Galliano. PDX. It's actually quite a bit more pleasant than Seattle, to be honest. Kind of wish I lived down here instead. Yep. Hayden Islands, spot to get on right by the Columbia. Not a bull in sight here ever, as far as I've seen. But, you know, you don't want to be too dumb. But it's pretty laid back. Hopefully something will come stop pretty soon. Not a bad spot to wait. This double stack is pulling north at the Hayden Island Bridge. And luckily, the drawbridge is open for a ship to pass through, meaning it's going to stop. Meaning this should be good enough to peace out. I've been enjoying a drunken stupor right here. I'm happy I don't have to get on while it's moving because it's about to stop. So, it should be out of here. We'll see what happens. Definitely a mild amount of suspense. The head engine probably could see me get on from here. It's daytime. I've got a bike, so that's really the only ride option. This car right here, but as soon as it airs up, I'm giving it a try. The train is stopped for some apparent reason next to the interstate. Hopefully nobody called the cops. Jim Kenobi in the Strait, Juan de Fuca, for the Coast Guard icebreaker Polar Star on January 9th. Not a bad day to be at sea.
So BM3, what do you have going on here?
I was just marking our current position. Coming up on the eastern bank.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. Pretty basic. That's the bridge. Let's see the staples. Coast Guard Cutter Healy. This is ADAC. You know, my name's Jim. It's a Coast Guard ship. Any interesting volcanic formations make up the Aleutian chain. It's surely the home of many fantastic creatures up in those crags. For October 7th, the Gulf of Alaska is being pretty placid, I'd say. Trip's about over, you know, it's kind of kicking back. 10 days left of the trip, which will be nice to return. Seas are calm, the stupid ass fishing boats history. Pretty much it's just, you know, time to get back to Seattle and the dreary nonsense that goes with that. Anybody who complains is effing retarded about the food on this. High atop the mast. This piece of shit block and shackle are completely rusted. I'm gonna have to go get a hacksaw. Yeah, there you have it. Brand new block. I don't get up here very often. I'm Stobie reporting for duty. Stobe Jim Kenobi down at the train yard. Stobe Jim Kenobi. It's too cold to do anything this evening. I'm gonna bike back to my house. Got all these train cars parked, private rail cars. 4th Avenue. Stobe Jim Kenobi out. Stobe Jim Kenobi in my nice Jag. Hauling ass up to Mammoth Lakes. Not in a bad mood. I don't see how you could be in this situation. Nice break from the Coast Guard for a little bit. You got this gorgeous, mist shrouding the hills, and there's a lot of evidence of snow, but I don't think I'm gonna have to deal with any of it. So, it could be a lot worse at this point. February 26th, 2011. For those with the need for speed, gotta get a double stack on the overhead. Be it faster than any loser in a motorhome.
Three Stooges, all in a bunch.
So you want to go to Tacoma?
I do. I always want to hop trains. That's all I want to do with my whole fucking dumbass life.
They're all dumbass lives. Everyone's life.
I'm going. And go.
And go. When you're down by the tracks, it's good to have a bottle of your favorite booze to kick back. Introducing the all-new Mad Hungarian.
Excellent.
It's good to get an assortment of liquors when you're down by the tracks.
I'd like to demonstrate the colors. A pleasant, dark oil car. Paired with steel.
Occasionally, you'll come across a train such as this rock hopper right here. But what you have is a train where the entire train has no rides. The problem with that is that you're going to be tempted to want to ride a suicide well. So what I like to do is just get lucky once in a while. Find yourself a humble hobo abode. Now! Alright, so you gotta be drinking.
Plenty of room on this one. They're not all such a big dearth of space.
And if you don't find a space right here, sometimes you can find one up in the top. When you're ready to drink on your train trip, sometimes it's fun to do it hobo style.
Very long story short, we jumped off, my friend hit his head and his memory disappeared for about 10 minutes. That was back in 2006, I think. I mean, what do you want from me? It's Stobe Jim Kenobi of the KFC Freight Crew. Now, one of the nice attributes of the Pacific Northwest that's pretty much more here than anywhere else is going to be nice, fresh berries growing around. The presence of berries makes the Pacific Northwest, honestly, maybe tops. Because just about anywhere you get off the train, be it down in Seattle or you've got a ton of blackberries, or up here, you've got definitely a good chance of finding something yummy like this. I don't know what exactly this genus is. It's not a raspberry, but it's similar. It's delicious.
It is the duty of those of us who are fortunate to help those of lesser means. I come bringing care packages to those living outside during the holiday season.
Do you think I want this?
Yes! This man didn't seem to be that scrawny. In fact, I think he may even be eating more than I am. These men still have needs, and the spirit of the season says we should get those in need what they want for the holidays. Compadre! I come bringing holiday cheer. It looks like you could use a break from the hard work you're doing.
Can I have someone? Jeez. Thank you.
This time, our friend's reaction was markedly different. As it would turn out, with the right approach, he ended up being a very solid, nice guy to hang out with. Howdy. My name's James Stobie, and I'm here to talk about a place that's been a real blessing in my life, as well as the lives of travelers, veterans, and disadvantaged youth over the last 8 years here in northern Montana. It's called Orange Acres. It's a free guest ranch. I myself have been coming up here since the place opened in 2008, whether it be between jobs, after I got out of the Coast Guard, or just for summer vacation. And I found it to be a peaceful, placid place to just take a break from the cares of the world. We got a garden with strawberries. They're watering this tomato patch right here. It is absolutely full of everything you need. You got carrots, green beans, kinds of other good stuff in here as well. Building some improvements on the property. Right now, the money isn't there, so we've got a GoFundMe account. And it'd be cool if you'd at least go take a look at it.
Jim Stobie's going to show you how to penguin surf down the mountain.
Look at that face. Hello, my name is James Stobie. I am here today to tell you about a new method of travel that is becoming more and more popular with today's young and fashionable folk. These wide open spaces, albeit not on a train right now. American West. So I'm about to hit the hay. It is. The trip is basically over. It's a bummer. Darkest hours of the night. Just, don't ever think you're invincible out there, because no one is a match for one of those trains. So that's basically it. Just enjoy the scenery and yeah, enjoy it while you can. Be very careful with alcohol as well. It's fine to get trashed, but don't do it and then get on or off a moving train. That's very important. So I've got my stripes from this track for sure. Don't try to show off. Just enjoy the trip. And everything should work out okay for you. Hopefully.
Well, that's the whole trip. Pretty much a total success. Kinda wistful thinking about it, you know. Lots of fun.
You know, just don't get too cocky. Maintain a humble attitude about things. Make sure you have enough beer.
The Kolonels Freight Crew is once again temporarily disbanded. I'm going home on the train. When you look at this, when you hear these bands, there's only one option. And I should just say the spirits, the train gods, they've been with me on this trip. I'm just thinking there's no other option than going back on the cargo train. There's nothing else that can be done. I've never wanted for cold beer. The last 3 trains I've had like a 4-pack of 16-ounce steel reserves right when I get on the train. So I mean, everything's going great on that. Tried some of the drinks, sampled some of the tunes. Had a good time here, inspired by all this great music. Had some of the food here. Pretty good time. The time's now come to move along. And there is the train tracks. And as this trip nears its end, I have to take this time to conclude. I've traveled quickly, and with 0 inconveniences, such as squeegee men, gas station attendants, traffic jams, avalanches. Now it is time for my final ride down to Denver. Soon this trip will be over. Just like to say, I've had a good time showing you guys how this whole thing should be done.
Stobe the Jew here. I want to address everybody on the James Stobie situation. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere and you say Jim Stobie's name and you hear a train whistle blowing. Unbelievable. I know everybody out there's sad about it. I included. We lost a good one. We just gotta get out there and keep making videos and keep doing this. As our friend Jim would say, there's a lot of mindless schlock out there. Don't be a part of it. Stop complicating your life. Get yourself a 6-pack. Get yourself in a spot like this out in the middle of nowhere.
I'm Crazy Hobo John. I was thinking about Jim, Stobe the Hobo. I was thinking about him and I heard a train. I don't believe in coincidences. And to you, Jim, you're going to be well missed. Condolences to your family and your closest friends. Us fans here are going to really, really miss you, and we're going to watch. I'm going to definitely watch your videos now over and over and over.
Stobe Hobo was a friend I invited to my home, but if the bull would ask his name, his answer was John Stone. He'd take us on a YouTube trip to places he did roam, and when he talks about the train, he's talking about his home. Out west rides into the sun, he'll show us all how it is done. Come along now, just for fun, kick back and watch the show. Camera in hand, we'll see you land, no places he won't go. Outrun the railroad bull, Stobe's on the big freight car. This train ain't going very fast, at least it's going far. We'll watch him ride from here to there, wherever tracks are laid. Homies, brews, and scenic views, you know he's got it made. Now at the Pocatello rail yard, they're clearing off the line. A railroad cop named Johnny Bull would make him serve some time, but Stobe will sneak right past him, darkest hours of the night. The front porch on that grain car, he's hidden out of sight. With Wingman he might travel, or he might go alone, and when he joined the Coast Guard, the train was still his home. The big boat was an engine, the ocean was her track, but it didn't have an open bar, so he steered her right on back. This train is never leaving, it's on F&B as time. Discount beer and out of here, he's gonna be just fine. Ride a train to see some friends of the plans that he has made. Dumpster food and tall beers too, that's all this job is paid. The engineers might see him, and some they wish him well, but a few they do not like him because his hobo smell. He's got to hit a river and wash out all his clothes, so when the ladies pass him, they don't smell hobo's toes. Now cruising through the mountains with stars across the sky, blazing across the prairie and fields open wide, and another crappy town, but he's got to make a stop to get some Casey's pizza and pop a couple tops. Walking in some city like a gargoyle in the dark, a sleeping bag under a tree, he's camping in a park. KFC tag on the wall where everyone can see. He might not have a new Jaguar, but at least he's living free. On a crossover bridge he spilled his beer out east of Ohio. He could not hear the Amtrak come over the freighter down below. Now when I hear a whistle and tracks rumble in the ground, I think of Kolonels Freight Crew and the happiness he found. His soul still rides in DPUs and double stacks westbound, and piles of empty tall cans left by the tracks downtown. And when I tire of normal folks, I want piano and train sounds. I find him on the YouTube and know he's still around. Stobe outran the bull for the very last time. There's tall boys and fried chicken at the end of the line. He'll ride with us in our hearts for the rest of our days. A 30-pack rack in the Stobe Attack, you'll know you'll have it made. Now some will hear God tell them to go to hell and wait, but God said to Stobe Hobo, you're long before your date. Sit right there and enjoy these beers, it's gonna be a while, 'cause the folder was just empty when it came to Hobo's files. It looked like someone gave him a totally clean slate, except from a note from Colonel Sanders. Thanks for saying my chicken's great. Your free YouTube advertising has made my family rich, so for the rest of your file, I'm going to up and ditch. God and Colonel are homies, 'cause he's a chicken fan too, so God went to tell Stobie about what he was going to do. There he was excited to tell him about his fate, but Stobe had already snuck aboard a train that went through pearly gates. In heaven freights are unlocked and running right on time, and I know my friend Stobe Hobo is hopping them just fine. There's free beers and fried chicken as he rides through the sky, but don't look up for too long, an empty might hit you in the eye. Now I know my day's coming, it's just a matter of time, when my film is over and I reach the end of the line. I know where I am going, 'cause my God is very fair, and Stobe will be there waiting, with a great big head of hair. Now the bull still chases Stobe because he thinks it's fun, but in heaven when they catch you, they just give you a cold one. They ride across the mountains, you can feel the wind when they pass by, and if you hear a train whistle, look for Stobe Hobo in the sky.
I advise checking the sky.